Edmonton, Canada, Calgary, Lethbridge, Grand Prairie, and here, and we'll make it home in 8 days. And so it's been kind of a crazy thing. I don't know if you watch the news much this morning. While we were, working on 15 minutes sleep to get on one of our 3 legs of flights, there was a story about these 2 pilots that were like talking to each other and kind of got lost. Anyone catch that story? And so they went 150 miles in the wrong direction, and we were just praying, that our pilots would, I don't know what it is. Like every time I turn on the news, do you notice this? It's like there's never something that'll make you feel more stable, in life. It's right when you're going to get on the flight and they tell you that, hey, the pilots, they're not paying attention to where they're going. And it seems like every time I watch the news, it's like there's another reason to be afraid. I don't know whether it's like an agenda so much as maybe just it's the way the world works, fear, intimidation, power, Do you feel that? And it seems like recently it's amped up for some reason. And it's kind of bothersome. I went through a bout of fear really intensely just a couple years ago. I had a series of panic attacks, and anytime I ever heard just the phrase panic attack, I thought, chill out, have a bratwurst, everything's going to work out, but if you've experienced anxiety or depression or anything like that, it's very different. It's outside of your control entirely. And I was in the middle of a panic attack, and my wife is wonderful. She goes to garage sales, and she buys me old hymnals at garage sales, and I keep them on my piano at home. And I was in the middle of a panic attack. I'm sitting at my piano in Nashville, in my home, and I opened some of the hymn books, and I was playing through the hymn book, the hymnals, and my heart is beating. I'm sweating profusely. I really, it's attached sometimes to like really weird paranoid delusions, so I was having those things, and I won't share them because you really think I'm crazy. I'm reading through the hymnal, and I'm playing through some of these amazing songs, these poets of old who were rich in their prayer life and who read their Bibles and wrote these amazing songs of the faith. And you know how those hymnals have those seasonal sections? Well, I get to the Easter section, and I'm reading about, and I'm singing these songs about the resurrection of Christ. You see, my hope is not in some miracle inoculation. It's not in some social agenda. It's not in a political party. My hope, the seed of my soul, and in that moment where I found my hope, was a final hope. It was in the resurrection of Christ. And I don't know what you're going through. I don't know whether you've suffered abuse at the hands of other people. I don't know whether you're here today and you've got cancer, or you're just in pain. You've been through a relationship that just feels like it's crumbling apart and you don't know what to do. You're up against the wall. You're out of your element, you're out of control, you're operating life at 40,000 feet, and it feels like every single step you take is just impossible. My hope goes beyond the here and now. I don't believe those that would say that, here is the place, that God wants to give us our best life right here and now, I believe we live in the promise, and we are a little shape of the kingdom here. But it's not our best life right here, right now. He wants to give us a new life, with a new name, with a new body, with a new identity. And all that was done for evil in our lives, He wants to flip on its head and use it for Him and use it for His glory. And that's something we can sing about while we're down here, isn't it?
Down here.
My hope today, in the midst of the phantom we live under, my hope is rising. My hope is rising again. I've lost all my earthly optimism that that it's all gonna be alright, that the good will win this fight. Somewhere between youth and disappointments, the dream became despair, the love became a lie. Just now I've reached the end of my life.